You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Christian Wilkins and his incident. There's been an HR complaint that was filed on Wilkins for forehead kissing a teammate. By the way, he got released by the Raiders. And everybody was like, why is he getting released? And I think we've now found out why. And Pete Carroll, by the way, has made comments about some culture and yada, yada, yada. Whatever they're trying to set up there, it did not go over well with said teammate, whoever that was. And as of right now, I don't think we know. Also, there's been speculation, well, where is this guy headed? Well, number one, he hadn't really been on the field in quite some time. I mean, that was a disastrous free agency signing by the Raiders. One obvious place to draw a line to, and judging by Mike McDaniel, maybe that's the culture he ought to be in. Not a huge McDaniel guy, okay? Down in Miami, and I'm a 49ers fan. The apple, I think, fell very far from the Shanahan tree there. Anyway, that dude's on the hot seat, by the way. Just keeping it real. So anyway, in Miami, maybe going back to Miami would be an idea. And then there's been some speculation about Mike Vrabel and the Patriots, and I'm like, but Milton Williams just got signed. I don't. We've got a report of Bleacher Report, I believe it is, a guy that covers the Patriots. He's saying, nah, he doesn't think that's happening. I can't see it happening either. I mean, on Thursday, the Las Vegas Raiders made a stunning decision to release defensive tackle Christian Wilkins just a year after signing him to a lucrative deal. The Raiders said they released Wilkins based on how he had been rehabbing a foot injury, but there may have been an additional wrinkle in the decision. Look, PFT was talking about there was something else floating around out there. They wouldn't come out and say it, and then Schefter dropped this bomb yesterday. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported Monday about an alleged incident that happened last week where Wilkins had kissed a teammate on the head. Insert any jokes you want to have there. Ooh. Schefter originally mentioned the report on Monday's episode of the Pat McAfee Show. Per Schefter, Wilkins lightheartedly kissed a teammate on the head, but the player took offense to the action, despite it being intended as, quote, playful. Oh, that player wasn't getting down. He said, there's no sugar in this tank. Don't even try it. A complaint was filed to the Las Vegas Human Resources Department per Schefter, though it is unclear if the player who was kissed was the one who filed it. The Raiders' HR department has investigated the incident. Schefter reported that the incident was not the only reason Wilkins was cut, and that much of the reasoning was related to his injury and was previously reported. Well, wait a minute now. Let's just scroll down. This is his previous seasons. So I'm here to tell you right now, if he'd have had 9 sacks with the Raiders last year, in the way this league works, I don't know that he'd have been cut, to be honest with you. But when you factor in lack of production, being injured, and you're trying to kiss on players, yeah, you're going to hit the bricks, homie. You're getting out of here. Wilkins suffered a Jones fracture to his left foot. By the way, that's a bad injury. In week 5 last year, which required surgery and kept him out for the rest of the year. The injury was still bothering the tackle as he arrived at training camp, but Wilkins resisted getting another surgery on the foot, leading Las Vegas to take the unexpected measure. The Raiders officially released Wilkins on Thursday, 1 month after voiding a $35.2 million guaranteed contract. The Raiders claimed that there was, quote, no clear path or plan for the future return to play for Wilkins. Wilkins has since filed a grievance with the NFL Players Association. By releasing Wilkins, Raiders head coach Pete Carroll set a hard line on team culture. Carroll spoke about the decision to release Wilkins on Friday. Quote, "We took a long time to make our decision. We watched our way through the whole thing. We're keeping really clear with what we said. I think there's no clear path to his return, so we just had to move on." So, let's see. This was also a statement. "We have decided it is in the best interest of the organization to move on from Christian Wilkins, and he has been informed of his release from the team. This franchise has a commitment to excellence on and off the field with no clear path, blah, blah, blah." Okay, so look, I think it's safe to say that whatever happened there with the teammate, yeah, that didn't help his cause any. Schefter also adds a new wrinkle. The Raiders voided his $35.2 million in guarantees. He filed the grievance. He was designated as terminated vested veteran. So that's interesting. What is weird though is they're talking about they felt like he needed another surgery, but there's rumors out there that that's another the Chiefs. The Chiefs are supposedly sniffing around the guy, right? The Dolphins could be sniffing around. Supposedly the Patriots are, and in fact, I've got this. We'll just pull it up here. This has got to do with the Patriots. Bleacher Report's Brent Sobeski is not buying into it, talking about the interest in Wilkins. I don't get it either. Quote, "Earlier this offseason, the organization signed Milton Williams to a 4-year, $104 million free agent contract. A year ago, Christian Barmore inked a 4-year, $92 million extension. While the Patriots currently have the most available salary cap space, that number drops dramatically in 2026 based on current projections, which means the team will need to roll over a significant amount." Sobey adds that Wilkins would be better off heading to a team, quote, "with much higher expectations than the Patriots." I guess he's talking Super Bowl because they're expecting to make the playoffs with the New England Patriots this year. At least that's what the fandom thinks. And look, they're going to be a much improved team. The upgrade of Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels versus Gerard Mayo is a massive. I mean, that may be worth 3 wins by itself. All right, so you got the 7 wins right there from last year. And then Drake May playing better, Stephon Diggs, Kyle Williams. It's going to be a better team. Now, I think you're talking more 8, 9, 10 wins. Maybe they're thinking Eagles, another defensive lineman. I don't know. But this is going to be a very interesting thing to keep an eye on to see how other teams around the league handle this situation. Don't be kissing on our players. We don't want your ass in. I mean, I'm laughing, but you need to understand, guys, a lot of guys don't get down with that shit. Even playing her, I wouldn't. I mean, I guess he'd be beating the shit out of me because, I wouldn't be all right with it. Who's the player? Was it Max Crosby, question mark? Did he try to kiss on Tom Brady while Tom Brady was in the building? TB12 said, "The hell with you, man. No, get off me. I'm the owner. Get the hell out. Get this guy out of here." Tom Brady personally fired his ass. I'm laughing, but come on. I mean, honestly. Just keeping it real. Oh, everybody's so okay with everything. Are they? Are they? Because I tend to believe from the people that I know and associate, no, ain't none of us okay with the dude kissing on us. Not 0. Less than 0. Wasn't that a movie? Less than 0. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Before we jump in, make sure you go to our merch store. Our Make Basketball Great Again shirt and our newest shirt that just came out. Both shirts are brand new. The American Flag Skull Fever Enforcer shirt. And use promo code CC22 for 20% off.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.